Good morning, class. So, today we will start our new chapter, that is exponents and powers. So, in this chapter, the topics to be covered are introduction, powers with negative exponents, expanding decimals, numbers, laws of exponents, smaller numbers in standard form, comparing very large and very small numbers. So our first topic here is introduction. So we will start this chapter from the introduction. Okay? So if I asked you that how far your school from your home, so you will give me the answer or you will say it might be around 15 किलोमीटर. ठीक है, तो आप इसको easily express कर पा रहे हो. You are easily saying that the distance between your home and your school is around 15 kilometer. Now if I change to this question and ask you what is the distance between Bangalore from Delhi and Bangalore and Delhi. So in that case you will say it is almost around 1700 kilometer, which is definitely greater than 15 kilometer, but it is quite easy to express this value. We can express 1700 kilometer very easily, but in the next step, if I asked you what is the distance between India and South America, so you will say that the distance between India and South America is around 14,953 kilometer. So you can see here, जैसे जैसे हम क्वेश्चंस की तरफ बढ़ते जा रहे हैं, the distance is also increasing and the value of the distances are also increasing. अब 14,953 किलोमीटर भी it is greater than 1700, it is greater than 15 kilometer. So we are quite represent this, we can express this number. Now if I asked you, so now if I asked you distance between your planet from the sun, so you will say that it will be around 150 million kilometer. So now see here, 150 million. So now you are getting very huge value here. Okay? Now see here, in the first case we get the answer 15 kilometer. In the second case we get 1700 kilometer. In the third case we get around 15,000 किलोमीटर. ठीक है, एंड जैसे जैसे अब हम आगे बढ़े वी आर गेटिंग 150 million. So if I represent 150 million in the figures, so 150 followed by 6 zeros. Yes, so if you see these figures, ये इंक्रीज होती जा रही है एंड जैसे जैसे इंक्रीज होती जा रही है इट बिकम्स वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट टू रिप्रेजेंट देम, टू एक्सप्रेस देम इन दी फिगर फॉर्म, क्योंकि इफ़ यू डोंट नो दैट हाउ मेनी ज़ीरोज़ विल कम इन द मिलियन, तो यू विल incorrect this question. So that's why here, because of that, we will study about the exponents and the powers. The concepts of exponent and power we will study because of these type of use values. For example, abhi we are talking about 150 million. What if 15 के बाद 20 zeros हो, 15 के बाद 30 zeros हो? So it is very convenient to represent these figures in the these numbers in the figure form. No, so that is why so we are going to study about the concept of exponents and powers. ठीक है, otherwise what is the need of exponents and powers? Yes, so that is why we are going to study about the exponents and powers, because it is very difficult to represent, to express a very huge value in the figure form. ठीक है, for example, if I have to represent 20 billion, ठीक है, and 200 billion and 2000 billion and 3000 billion, and 3 lakh billion. So how many zeros will be there? ठीक है, so it is very difficult to represent that value in the figure form. That's why the concept of exponents and powers introduced. So for that we study about the concept of exponents and powers, not only for the very large value but also for the very small values. You know, for example, if I ask you what is the size of a cell, so you will say the size of this cell is many times, ठीक है, smaller. तो many times it is very microscopic. हम सेल को कैसे देखते हैं? Are the cell visible to our naked eyes? No, we can see cells only by the help of the microscope. तो माइक्रोस्कोप की हेल्प से जब हम सेल देख रहे हैं, so it means it is very microscopic, ठीक है, its size is very microscopic, ठीक है. तो for the very large value also we need exponents and powers, ठीक है. Now see how exponent helps. Now see here 100 is equals to 10 into 10. हम लिख सकते हैं, I can write 100 as 10 into 10. तो 10 into 10 लिखा तो I can write this 10 square. अब आप बोलोगे कि हमें ये लिखने की ज़रूरत क्या थी? Yes, it is true, क्योंकि easy है, 100 है, या मैं उसको 10 into 10 लिखूँ and 10 square लिखूँ, both are easy to me write, ठीक. और वहीं पे if I have to write 1 into 6 zeros, so I will write this 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 6 times. These are, I write it 6 times, so it will become 10 to the power 6. Now you tell me, और मुझे अगर इसके बाद 10 के आगे 10 zeros होती तो मुझे 10 raised to the power 10 लिखना ईजी होता, कन्वीनियंट, या मुझे ये एक्सप्रेशन लिखना ईजी है? यू टेल मी वेदर दिस इज़ ईजी टू राइट और दिस इज़ द कन्वीनियंट एक्सप्रेशन टू राइट. सो डेफिनेटली दिस इज़ वेरी ईजी है, कन्वीनियंट to write. So that is why we are representing, expressing our numbers in the powers form. So what we tell about this type of form, ठीक है, the name of this type of form is exponential form. हम इनको क्या बोलते हैं? इन forms को we are saying exponential form, where we said कि this is 10 raised to the power 2 and 10 raised to the power 6, ठीक है. तो इन फॉर्म्स को हमने क्या बोला? एक्सपोनेंशियल फॉर्म. नाउ वी विल सी व्हाट आर द एक्सपोनेंट. So what are the exponents? Quantity that represents the power to which a given number is to be raised. It means if I write this number 2 raised to the power 4, it means कि how many times a number should be multiplied. तो अगर मैं बोल रही हूँ 2 raised to the power 4, in that case my 4 is the exponent. तो this 4 tells us कि your number 2 is multiplied by 4 times. So that are the exponents. Yes, so it means 2 raised to the power 4 is what? In this case, your 4 is your exponent and your 2 is your base. Similarly, if I write 2 into 2 into 2 into n times, अगर मैंने उसी एक्सप्रेशन को n times मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया, then what can I write? I will write 2 raised to the power n. Similarly, my n is exponent, which tells me you have to multiply your number how many times? N times, and 2 is my base, 2 is my number, and that n is a natural number. Similarly, can I say 2 raised to the power 0 is equals to 1? So I can write 2 raised to the power 0 is equals to 1. Now we know there are two types of exponents. One is positive exponents and second is negative exponents. In your previous class, in class 7th, you are already read about the positive exponents. What are the positive exponents? For example, 1000 I represent this 10 raised to the power 4. Similarly, 1 after followed by 6 zeros, so I write it 10 raised to the power 6. It followed 1 followed by 8 zeros, so I write it 10 raised to the power 8. So you know कि हम इनको कैसे रीड करते हैं, कैसे लिखते हैं और कैसे रीड करते हैं. ठीक है. 10 raised to the power 4, 10 raised to the power 6, 10 raised to the power 8. Now positive exponents are used to represent, to express a huge number or a very large number. You can see here, पहले यहाँ पे 4 zeros थी, then it increases to 6, then it increases to 8. Now negative exponents जो we will study in this class, ठीक है, these negative exponents are used to express a very small number or a very small size. Okay, so how we will read this negative exponents? So see here some examples of the negative exponents. 2 raised to the power minus 6, 10 raised to the power minus 5, and 3 raised to the power minus 4. So how you will read it? You will read it 2 raised to the power minus 6. So 10 raised to the power minus 5, how you will read 10 raised to the power minus 5? You will read 10 raised to the power minus 5. Then 3 raised to the power minus 4, how you will read it? You will read it 3 raised to the power minus 4. So that is how you will read about your negative exponent. So your second topic is powers with negative exponents. So now in general, from the previous example, can you say for any known zero integer a raised to the power minus m, I will write as a 1 upon am, where m is a positive integer. ठीक है, जहाँ भी मुझे नेगेटिव पावर मिलेगी मैं उसको पॉजिटिव करने के लिए उसका रेसिप्रोकल कर दूंगी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 3 रेज टू द पावर माइनस 3 है, तो आई विल राइट दिस 1 अपॉन 3 रेज टू द पावर 3. ठीक है, सो आई विल कन्वर्ट, दैट इज हाउ वी कन्वर्ट आवर नेगेटिव एक्सपोनेंट्स इन द पॉजिटिव एक्सपोनेंट. नाउ the question arises in your mind is why we are converting these negative exponents in the positive exponents. So the answer behind this question is that कि we solve positive exponents only. ठीक है, to solve the negative exponents it becomes very difficult. That's why we convert this first in the positive exponent and then we will try them to solve. So from here see, अगर आपने 3 raised to the power minus 3 को 1 upon 3 raised to the power 3 लिखा, तो what else you can say? You can say a raised to the power minus m is called multiplicative inverse of a raised to the power m. You know what is the multiplicative inverse? You already seen this definition of multiplicative inverse कि अगर हम किसी नंबर को उसके इन्वर्स के साथ, रेसिप्रोकल के साथ we are multiplying and in the after that we are getting one multiplicative identity, so that number is the multiplicative inverse. तो अगर मुझे given है a raised to the power m into a raised to the power minus m, तो a raised to the power m ऐसे रहा, a raised to the power minus m को I can write 1 upon a raised to the power m. Now both will cancelled out, so from here and you will get 1. So from here can you say that a raised to the power minus m is the multiplicative inverse of a raised to the power m. Similarly, when we talk about the rational numbers, so can I say in general, if p by q is a non-zero rational number and m is any positive integer, then p upon q raised to the power minus m. अब माइनस m है तो वो रेसिप्रोकल हो जाएगा, तो 1 अपॉन p बाई क्यू रेज टू द पावर m हो गया. अब रेसिप्रोकल हुआ इसका, तो अगेन इसका रेसिप्रोकल हो जाएगा, सो इट विल बिकम q बाई p रेज टू द पावर m. तो ये क्या हो जाएगा, q m p m, दोनों की पावर थी इसलिए स्प्लिट करके ऐसे लिख दिया. ठीक है, तो नाउ सी वन क्वेश्चन, इफ इवैल्यूएट 3 raised to the power minus 4. So you can write 3 raised to the power minus 4 is equals to 1 upon 3 raised to the power 4. It means you will multiply 3 4 times and you will get 1 upon 81. So you can see here, if you solve 1 upon 81, you will get very small value.